Coach, obviously, you've watched a lot of football since being in Abidjan to now to this camp. Is there anything that you've noted? Obviously, there's three new names in the team, but is there anything that you've noted from the domestic football and analyzing some players overseas during this three weeks,
Mm.
3 4 weeks?
Yeah, the players overseas are nearly the same because there are not so much players, South African players overseas. There is one, and maybe for the future we have to look at it. It's Matthews in Sweden. So we're doing our job, and we hope every time to find someone abroad and here for the local competition. I said it already. I'm very happy that more and more coaches give chances to younger players. So we have now a number of younger players in PSL who are playing regularly in the team and who have talent. So it's up to us to detect them, and in a little bit in that perspective, I think we have to see the selection of Polis, of Jaden Adams, of Bradley Cross. There are young players with talent that we followed already a few weeks, few months even, and they get the chance now. So it's up to them, and I think it's a good thing. It's the future. It's the future, and if they can succeed to convince us now during the camp, yes, then we did a very good job.
One thing I've noted about you since you joined Bafana is that you have a preference for height and power,
Yeah.
physicality. Is that partly main of the reason like Matthews is not in because 10 goals, 10 assists in Allsvenskan?
You know, height is not really the most important thing. But when you see a little bit modern football, you saw the game against Ivory Coast. I think there was one or two players 178, and all the rest was 180, 185 and higher.
But Motiba dealt with him.
Yeah. But you see, if you are coming there with all players from under the 180, yeah, you miss power, you miss height. So football is changed now. It's not anymore the little one who can dribble and who is fast. No, it's also power. It's also body. And that's something we look after also, because I was a little bit surprised in the beginning to have all those small players on the selection. And it changed now, and every time we say to each other, Elman and I, hey, we have a big team now. And it's important to have them, but first of all, the talent is the most important thing. But if you have a team with talent and body, I think you have a good team.
So what was the difference between when you were selecting between Oswin and Tashreeq, for example? Oswin and Matthews, like what was the difference when you selected? Because they're very similar, you would say.
I think Oswin has a little bit more power than Matthews for the moment.
Okay.
So I saw him playing in the Swedish competition, a few games, and it's a guy. He has skills, but you see also in duel, it's a little bit difficult for him. He's not tall. He's small. So in international level, this guy, when he dribbles once, his opponent said, okay, next time wait. So and it's nothing to say immediately, oh no, he's little, oh no, he's not powerful. No, but yes, if we have to choose between players, then sometimes we take the player who is more powerful.
Does it also does it help that you have more access and more accessibility to players in the local league compared to a player in Sweden or Belgium or what you know what I mean? Does it help that you see these players in the local league more often?
Yeah, but it's the most. I can see the overseas players as often as the players here.
Okay.
With Wisecout every Monday at latest Tuesday. If you want to see a game, click, boom, and you see the game. And sometimes you have a better view on television than when you are on the stands.
Yeah.
So this is not a problem, not at all. I see more players in the local competition because nearly every week I'm going to see games, sometimes 2 or 3 in a weekend. So, but it's not. How can I say it? A problem for the overseas players or players who are playing in Europe or America or whatever to see them with modern technology. It's very easy to see them in.
Final one for me. You mentioned something. I wasn't there, but you mentioned something about Khuliso Mudau that has impressed you.
Yeah.
Do you see him as probably the best fullback now in South Africa that you have?
I can't say he's the best because then there are other players. But I think, and that I said already, the progression that Khuliso made in the last 6 months, years, is enormous, especially on the defensive level. He was always a good offensive back. He did it very good, but I saw games from him a long time ago that I was wondering, hey, where is he now? So and also the one against one.
Against
So when
Ivory Coast, he was against Zaha.
yeah, when you see now playing against Zaha, also in those African League games, those are good teams he's playing with. Yeah. He's always well 2-3 levels higher than his opponent,
Yeah.
and not only on defensive side but also offensively. And certainly the game against Ivory Coast, it make a big impression on me.
Thank you very much, Coach.